Jay Walker-Smith is Kantar's Chief Knowledge Officer. We discussed whether this next period would be very different for consumers and brands, or will it snap back quickly and be business as normal? Well, it's a pleasure to be joined now by Jay Walker-Smith, who is the Chief Knowledge Officer for Kantar. Always a pleasure to talk to you, Jay. Out of COVID, is it going to be a brave new world for brands, or is it going to be snap back and business as usual in a relatively short space of time?
So when I think about where normal is headed after COVID, I think of kind of three principles that run the gamut from no change at all to everything changes. So the first of these I refer to as the new Coke principle, which is, when you take something away, people remember it fondly and they want it back. And as soon as they get the first opportunity, they go right back to it. In the middle is something I refer to as the asymmetry principle, which is based upon the typical experience of private label brands. During downturns, they gain a lot of share. When it's over, they give most of it back, not all of it. They keep a little bit of it. So it's asymmetric. And then at the other end is the acceleration principle, where what comes along wipes the slate clean, and emerging trends that were present anyway are suddenly able to achieve mainstream success. So the question is, which of these principles that run this gamut of change are going to be the operative principle as we think about the future ahead? And I think that varies a lot by category. So when you think about face-to-face events, I think that's the new Coke principle. People want to get back to in-person interaction. So a lot of face-to-face activities are going to come back to where they were before, and we'll see some return of that. But in the middle, I think we're going to see virtual experiences in particular gain a toehold in the marketplace, acquire more share. We've been forced to turn to virtual things, to turn to online things. Not all of that experience is good, but there are parts of it that are very good, particularly when it comes to retail, and that will stay. And then at the acceleration end, I think we are seeing kind of global taken off the table and local more important than ever. And I think we will see a huge acceleration of localism.
And is that a good or a bad thing?
Well, it's a thing.
Localization, globalization.
I think the local global thing is mixed. So when it comes to physical trade, physical retail, and people flows, I think we're going to see less of that. When it comes to supply chains, I think we're going to see some mix of things. I don't know that we'll go away from global supply chains, but we will now factor in more resiliency and just bear the cost of that.
For the man, Walker, thank you very much indeed for joining us.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.